Yes, people, and welcome back to Normski TV and the WGO Podcast. What's going on, podcast? Good to have you back. Please, if you're new, hit that like button, subscribe and share. And we are on our road to 400. Yeah, 400. We've passed 300. Now we're on the road to 400. And thank you to those that subscribed in the last couple of days. Thank you very much for that. But listen, we go again. Really appreciate the people that have been watching the playbacks and everything. And I hope you really did enjoy Ez's challenge last week. A lot of people have been talking about that. Just funny enough, when I do bring them guys on the back room, we will speak about that and just find out how Ez is doing. Some people were very concerned for him, but listen, he stood up to the challenge. He backed it. And let's see if he backs his team next season. That's another question for Ez. But listen, without further ado, as I said, hit the like button, subscribe and share if you're new. On the road to 400. So let me just bring in Mr. Big D and Mr. Ez.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello, people.
Yes, guys.
Hello.
Hey, man, what's going on, bro? That's it. We're going to ask the question. What is going on? What is going on? So first, before we say what is going on, let's go around the table. First of all, let's go to Mr. Big D. Glazers out. What we say, brother? How are you doing?
Still the Glazers out, man. I'm doing all right, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've got a tennis elbow. I don't know how I've done that. My right elbow is proper. It's just not behaving itself, mate. I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember banging it. Yeah, just like last couple of days, just like, yow. And because I'm driving as well, you know what I mean? And being right-handed, I'm so overusing the right hand, it's just like, yo, brother, start steering with that left hand, brethren.
Yeah, but listen, I had a
problem. Apart from that, I'm all right.
Yeah, I had a problem with my left hand a couple of months back. I was taking some anti-inflammatory tablets and that. But yeah, I think tendonitis just going up the
arm. So that's what I'm wondering. Just a repetitive thing of the driving.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Apart from that, though, we're good, man.
Man. Check it out. Go to the doctors and check it out. You know.
Yeah. Might just see. Let them examine it. Yeah.
It's good to have you on the show again. And,
yes,
we will be talking all things transfer, all things Man United, all things Chelsea, all things Tottenham, Liverpool, and my beloved Arsenal.
Yep.
Let's keep going, Arsenal. Let's keep going. We're going to get there one day. Ez, Mr. CFC, pounds, dollars, euros, whatever you want to call yourself, bro. Because you man just roll like nobody's business.
Listen, man. I'm good over here, man. For those concerned about me, I was right after about 45 minutes. I mean,
yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean,
pause though.
No, I mean, listen. Wife had to bring the flannel and drinking milk, water. Water made it worse, by the way. Water weren't it.
Oh, for real.
I had to start eating Skittles, brethren. Skittles, you know.
Yeah, the sweets. Yeah.
Something different. Yeah. Look at Normsy busted. Yeah, man. This was a procedure over here, you know. And then Chanel put Scotch bonnet in my mind. She said, "What if you done the Scotch bonnet?" But that made me think about the Scotch bonnet, and psychologically, the hot pepper was hotter in my mouth.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
there was a lot of concern. Listen, there was a lot of concerned people.
Listen,
Dutch fans kicking off with England fans. Oh, big up to you, Craig. What you saying? Always there, mate. Thank you for your support, man.
Yes, Craig. Big up yourself, bro.
Yeah, it's kicking off right now, bro.
Guys just need to settle, man.
I expect this.
Yeah.
As much as the Dutch, I bet the England spur it on because everywhere English go, we just don't behave ourselves.
Listen, I was seeing something on social media, and I think it was, listen, England didn't face Germany, but yet they were taunting the Germans and telling them, like, listen, coming on. And the next thing you know, it kind of started off as like a bit of banter, and then the German guy kind of got in his face, and the England man, and then next thing you know, a punch was thrown, and then bottles started going. I was just thinking, why can't we just go to a football game and just, banter's there, but come on, man.
Banter's there. And there's the healthy rivalry. There's healthy rivalry. You know, you sing your songs or whatever, and you've got the atmosphere going. But you know, when this build up in the pubs and all of this, I can see it already.
And this is the problem. Like when they start drinking early.
Yeah.
And I get it. The pubs want to make their money out the fans. I get all that. But once they start drinking way too early before a game, it's inevitable. You know this is going to happen.
Yeah. I've had people call in today. Yeah, can I have the day off, sort of thing? It's gonna, you know what I mean? And tomorrow, because if we win, and they're asking brazen, you know, telling me what's gonna. I'm saying, nah, you better just find yourself. You better just find yourself.
I work exactly.
You better just find yourself. Yeah,
it's like, do you want to get paid?
He's not pulling any punches there, boy.
Listen, and that's the people over here, you know, because I
so that's imagine attacking England fans. Okay, so
is it really?
All right, okay.
I'm surprised at that.
Yeah,
me too.
I think what the problem.
Yeah, there's no smoke without fire.
But it's the saying that the English are tarnished with a brush when it comes to hooliganism, as we know, back in the 70s, 80s. You know, even to the point where Man United, or I think was it Man United or the English fans through Europe got banned for a period of time.
I think we missed a couple of Champions Leagues because of that. You know, when Fergie won the league and didn't get to play Champions League, I think people forget that as well. Just like a ban across the board. So it's it's very messy, and it's one of the few sports this happens in. You know, most of the sports you don't get into the cricket, you don't get into the basketball, you don't get into the athletics. I don't know why football has to be right. We're gonna have a drink up and a punch up before the game. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's just like, come on, man, just go and enjoy the sport because it's supposed to be a family sport. You don't want your young kids seeing that madness. You get your kids.
It's more. You know? I mean, nowadays it's a bit more family friendly. You got it has to be. A bit more. But back in the day, you know, when you got firms arranging a meet up and all that, bro.
Yeah.
On a Sunday, man, don't go walking down Booty Road on a Sunday. We'll walk and play, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I want to. You know what I mean? You would think the Dutch fans would be mellow high. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Exactly on that good weed. You know what I'm saying?
The good Cali, man. The good Cali, you know what I'm saying? But
it's not good.
It is what it is. But look, let's hope that, you know, they sort it out and hopefully nobody gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? The police have got it under control. But listen, it is a massive game tonight. As we know, England are through to the semi-finals. They do play Netherlands tonight. And what a massive game. And just before we go in and discuss our points tonight, I just want to let you know what we're going to be speaking about. And obviously, as you well know, people, it's going to be transfer talk, anything to declare, your ins and outs. Some clubs completing deals, some others ain't at the moment. Are England 90 minutes away and beyond a penalty kick away from making the finals? As we know, they're playing tonight. There's another one here for Chelsea. Chelsea taking stockpiling to another level with their kindergarten players. And obviously, if there's any other business on your mind, and we want to talk about it last week, any other business was Ez doing his challenge. And well done for Ez, mate. And as I said, a lot of people...
I'll do it. I told you guys.
A lot of people were concerned.
Respect for that, man.
The mad thing about it, my missus was, just quickly before, my missus was sharing with me today. She was at a funeral yesterday, and somebody tapped her and said, I heard you when you said don't let Ez eat the I was just thinking, what? I didn't know you watched the show.
That's funny, isn't it?
So you've got some people there supporting you there, Ez, mate. You know what I'm saying?
Normski TV's gone global.
Why? Global. Yeah, Southeast. Your mouth. We're gonna
we have to talk about it.
Sweet 16, bro. Turning 17 not too long from now, but we'll be talking about it. But listen, let's kick off with talking about first of all, we're going to talk about the England game that was played last week, Sunday, I believe, or Saturday, I can't remember. England v Switzerland. And listen, Gareth Southgate went for formation, which I thought when I saw it, I thought brilliant. You know, this looks a little bit more balanced. I shared it with somebody else on another chat. And I was just looking at, you got Kane obviously up front, and we're going to talk about Kane and what go on with Kane. Foden, Bellingham. Foden has not really had a great tournament whatsoever. Bellingham, you know, Saka, Rice, Mainu, Trippier, Konza, who had to come in for the suspended Gay, and Stones and Walker and Pickford in goal. Now, when you look at that, guys, and Ez, you know, you've played football at a good level, and you look at that, and the first thought was, that looks more balanced. Because you've got Saka, even though Saka normally plays over on the right hand side, Trippier is right-footed, so that he's looking like he's playing with wing backs there, with Saka playing as a left wing back, Trippier playing as a right wing back, and Konza, who has had a decent since he's come in, is ducted well for Gay, and has played pretty well. So you're looking at that. You've got Walker, who's right-footed, Konza, who's left-footed. Yeah. So you look at that, you're thinking great, and you're thinking right. So literally going into this game against Netherlands, I think Netherlands kind of set up the sort of same as well. But just quickly, just here, Barcelona rejected a 200 million euro for Yamal.
Jeez,
bro, nobody's getting it.
Wow.
I don't know who put in for that, and whoever it is, boy, I don't know. Saka with his trademark finish. Saka, listen, bro, he saved the day. Yeah.
Looking at this lineup here, right?
Yeah.
If Konza is naturally left-footed, why was he playing Trippier over there?
No, I don't think Konza is left-footed.
No, is he not left-footed?
I don't think he is.
Oh, fair enough.
Check that out.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Does he play? Is he a right-sided defender for for Aston Villa?
I'm not sure. But yeah,
I'm gonna double check for you now, but I don't have that. No, he's right-footed.
Oh wow. Okay.
Fair enough. So we literally took one left-footed player to the tournament. Literally. One in injury-prone Luke Shaw.
And
this guy's a madman.
And he came on in the 70s.
He's absolutely a madman, isn't he? When you really deep it. No natural left-footed
defenders.
Defenders or wingers.
So do I need to?
He's got Saka. He's got Saka and Palmer in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, Palmer is yes. Palmer's left-footed. Yeah. But you know he's not going to start Palmer.
Yeah, no, which is strange too. The man just dropped 40 goals and assists. 40.
I think I think he's in the top 5 across Europe in terms of
across the world, of course. Yes,
across the world with the GA.
But
then you look at Yamal, 16, getting a chance in Spain. Yeah, work that one out, Southgate.
This is what I'm going to say. Yeah,
16.
Mate. And you have to look at this guy's mindset. I think these players are good enough to keep getting the manager out of jail, which they've done. and this is how it used to be under Ollie. You'd be like, yeah, you know what? Just go out and express yourself, guys. Right? Sometimes you're not seeing any real. But what we're trying to do, keep your position, and
But you're saying Ollie would say to the guys, go out and express yourself. Is Gareth Southgate, from what you've seen of this team throughout this tournament, they haven't really expressed themselves. They've been pretty shackled because of the system. To be honest, this is probably the best I've seen England play, and still, I know they can play better than this. I mean, it went in there earlier, under Southgate, Northgate, when you first took them over. I felt that they played more. Listen, the teams that they play against are not exactly the best, but I've seen more free-flowing football compared to this tournament, where everybody just feels shackled and everything just feels lopsided. And so even though he started off with this formation, when the game kicks off, you see Saka back on the right, and Trippier goes back to the left, and I was thinking, what's he doing? But to give credit, they didn't look as bad as they did in the group stages. Because as I say, this was probably the best game they had. And listen, let me just say, Starboy Saka, as Craig has said earlier on, what a trademark finish. The goal, gets onto his left foot. You don't give Saka that chance to come onto his left foot. It's a trademark goal that he scores.
He does it standard every week at Arsenal.
And I mean, he definitely was the best player on that pitch against Switzerland. Listen, Switzerland, got their goal to go 1-0 up, and the defending wasn't brilliant. Ivan Toney with his walking penalty, he doesn't even look at the ball when he hits it. You know what I mean?
He's a bad man, He's literally a gunman, isn't it? Proper yard man.
Bad boy.
I like him. I've also seen him.
I've liked the kid, as you guys know, for years. That I'm saying, go get Ivan.
I've seen him in training. He's not even smiling in training. Them men are laughing and joking.
Yeah,
he's scoring volleys in training and just walking back.
There was one that went viral where Pickford put his left foot through it,
Yeah.
And Tony's just come, Norm, like over the right side. No, he's on the right wing. The ball comes to him. He slaps it in across goal in the top corner.
Yeah, and just walks away.
Effortless, bro. I went, yo.
Yeah. And that's what I'm
doing that. Haaland ain't doing that.
You know,
You know what I'm saying? It's like, this brother.
Yeah.
He don't care.
I like it.
And the thing is, listen, he's got, if not less than a year on his contract. His value's dropped now. 2 seasons ago, we was talking 80. Some people saying 100 million. Last year, obviously coming out of the ban that he had. Even people were still saying like 50 to 60 mil. That's now talking about 30 mil now. I'm hearing Man United are not talking to him, but are interested in 30 million.
You would hope so, no, wouldn't you?
You've got Tottenham as well, but I just don't know. I mean, I look at that and I just think to myself, and we all talk about transfers, and I just think Arsenal, we need somebody to put the ball in the back of the net. Yes, you look at Kai Havertz, and yes, he might have the GA of last season, but when it really matters, and I remember commenting on another podcast, and the guy was saying, well, he did score in the Champions League final. That was about 3 years ago. Yeah. I'm talking about the crucial games that Havertz was meant to score in when we had the Premier League last season. He didn't turn up for those key games in terms of making sure. And it was the same for Germany. The chances that this guy missed, and that's what
he's the reason they didn't go through.
Yeah,
I would say it like that.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? So Ivan Toney, you're hearing figures of around about 30 million. Will he stay with Brentford? Will he? Or will
I'll be shocked, Norm, if he stays with Brentford. Especially making the England squad as well and making an impact in the tournament.
Every time he's come on, he's
and so you look at that and say, if he stays at Brentford, it's because he wants to stay at Brentford. You know what I mean? And if there's no takers for him, then boy, the league is dead because I think Ez will agree that these guys need a striker, and so do we. I don't see Chelsea saying, right, we're just going to throw all our eggs in the Nicholas Jackson basket. If United ever think to do it with Hoyland after this tournament showed me that the big stage ain't for him right now. He's got to develop.
Listen, you got Zertsky, who.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
and I think Ez thinks that it's a good.
I'll wait for the shirt to be held up at Old Trafford, my bro.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I hear that.
Because Jason sent me something earlier, right? Saying that just cabbing Sir Jim, that deal with Sir Jim, apparently it cost United over 30 million in legal fees. 30 million, Nomsky.
Wow. Yeah.
That told me that these men skimmed off some money because they didn't get a dividends check on the last quarter. 50 million to do what? Read over contracts. Come on, bro. This is wild. And this is the kind of foolishness that has me still glazes out. I want them.
I think. Listen, we listen. We hear your passion over our chat.
Lord.
I mean, and in the words of JP, if he were the character lot, he would say to Big D, "Don't look back."
Yeah, that's what I told you. He said, "I know you're scarred, bro."
You know what happens when Lot's wife look back? Yeah. So stop looking back, man. Ez is trying to. I even said in the chat, listen, JP needs to come to the rescue.
History got me twisted, mate.
Calm down. You know what I mean? I hear you've been hurt, you're scarred, and everything. But
11 years of abuse, Norm. I've been abused for 11 years, man. You know the ones.
Just looking at the lineup for tonight. England starting like 11. Pickford.
Okay, he's back in. Okay.
Yeah. They said he was going to get back in.
Yeah.
Walker, Trippier, Stones, Gay, Rice, Mainu, Bellingham, Foden, Saka, Kane.
Pretty much same minute. Really.
Is the actual? Actually, I could actually look at that to tell a lie. I can actually look at the full.
But did he go? He can't go to the formation, though, can he, Norm?
I can look. It's 18.
Oh, he can. He can go Walker, Stones, and Gay.
Yeah.
And then play Saka and Trippier as wing back. Yeah,
and that's the thing. Will he do that?
I think he has to know. Because it looked more balanced when he did it.
I'm horrified.
All right. So this is right. So
I'm horrified.
Yeah, he's gone back to basically. He's got Foden. Now I know what's going to happen because you notice in that game in Switzerland, you notice that Bellingham was playing out wide a lot. He was picking up the ball wide out in that left side. Foden was drifting into the middle. Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
I still think Foden still has not had the tournament has not been good for him at all.
But,
he's been absolutely it's not working. He's a system football and he knows only Pep ball. Yeah.
This is what I was going to say. This is what I was going to say is that if you look at Foden when KDB was injured, right? All you got to do is go back and watch some of that film and then you know how to play Foden. Does that work for England? Maybe not. But to get the best out of him, you got to play him in that role where he's almost like a Roman 10. He's not fixed out on a wing, either side. But then where does that leave Bellingham? Because Bellingham.
No, but if you got Ed, you might have pointed. I tell me if I'm wrong. But when I was watching that game, I noticed that Bellingham was picking up the ball wide left. Yeah. And Foden was drifting more in the middle. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So he was like picking up the ball like in that number 10 position. So he was kind of like him. So a lot of the times you would see Bellingham out on the left. Yeah. And Foden. So they weren't really switching much. Yeah. So again tonight, if you look at the thing, if you look at the mirror image of this, you've got Saka back on the right, Trippier on there. So he's playing 3-4-2-1. Yeah.
3-4.
Right. So what will happen is will Bellingham drop back in that kind of 10 role and just kind of be roaming and then Foden goes out left? Or will Bellingham go out left? Do you know what I mean?
He hasn't been effective wide there, was he? No,
I was gonna say, I personally don't think anything's really changed from day one, apart from Bellingham and Foden were swapped. For example, Foden was ineffective on that wide left.
Yep.
And Foden wanted to be in the middle, so he's gone, all right, then we won't change too much. We'll put, and the only other thing is Mainu for Trent.
Yeah.
Now, I think midfield wise, what should be happening? I've just seen Declan Rice ball out at Arsenal for almost winning the title by playing almost a box to box role.
Yeah.
And he can sit at times. Yeah. In different phases of the game. Why not put the other DM Jack Walton so that you tell him you don't move? And we'll find a way to embed Rice and Mainu in a more advanced role.
But doing that as then, what does that mean then? Because if you bring in the Crystal Palace guy and then Rice and Mainu move forward,
they play two weights, Norms.
Up here, but then if you're playing two weights, who do you lose? Foden.
Forget history at the back. Forget it.
Right, so you go with a back four.
So looking at your image here, you take out Konsa completely. You put Trippier left back if that's the sword you're willing to die on. I'm saying play Shaw now. The man's clearly fit. But anyway, you play Trippier flat four. He doesn't even need to bomb forward because we've got so many numbers up there.
Okay,
Right. So now you've got a flat back four. Okay, you lot defend. Don't even think about coming forward. We've got a number 6, which let's say that's Mainu. Okay, let's say that's Mainu for or Rice. Then you've got Saka right wing. You should have a natural left wing on, in my opinion. Bring on Anthony Gordon and stop forcing the fact that Foden and Bellingham have to play. They don't have to play together.
I was about to say that. Drop one of them.
Together.
The likelihood would be Foden because Foden has not had the best of games.
You drop Bellingham. If you argue Bellingham's the one carrying the team, you keep Bellingham in the 10 role. You put Gordon on the left, Saka on the right. You keep Kane in the middle. In fact, right now I'm not even starting Kane either.
No, exactly. That's another question, guys. Kane, walk one.
I'm starting Ivan over Kane
right now.
And it's very controversial, but not be funny. Walker can wear the armband. If it's about the armband, why you're starting him, then scratch that.
Listen.
If you want to win a tournament, you got to do sometimes you got to just go away from the regular.
Yeah.
And him sticking with Kane is putting more and more pressure on Kane.
Yeah.
Just say Kane comes on after 60 minutes and scores a worldie and wins the tournament. Is anyone going to care that he came off the bench?
No. But he looks off the pace. He looks off the pace. He looks overweight. Shattered. I'm not serious. I'm not the one to talk, but he looks overweight.
Too much Frankfurters, mate.
do you know what I'm trying to say? He's you know, if you see him when he's picking up the ball, sometimes he's picking up in the right back position, left back position, he's dropping deep. You know what I mean? He doesn't play off the shoulder.
Yeah.
Whereas Tony will offer you that.
Yeah.
Tony can run the channels. Kane can't do that.
Okay,
so he looks like his legs are gone.
If you're gonna let Kane do this natural thing where he likes to pick up the ball or whatever, yeah.
He was doing that for Tottenham before he left Tottenham. He was doing it for Tottenham.
And at Tottenham, he always has two runners.
Yeah,
exactly, two runners. Yeah, Song and whoever.
And whoever's on the other side. Kane picks up that ball. He goes, there you go, alley-oop. There you go, alley-oop. There you go. Have that. And then they're both killers in front of goal. I could imagine Saka and Gordon making them inverted runs, curved runs, time and time again. And do you know what that does? If you do that 2 or 3 times and it doesn't come off, that defensive line from the other team drops back 5 yards. If they drop back 5 yards, then you can play with them in front of you, no problem. We're happy with you dropping 5 yards. Now we can do all of this Kane sticking and not having to drop in. And
And
you know what? One thing you learn in football, basics. You win a game by controlling the space.
Yeah.
You decide if you're going to be that team that's going to play in behind with your pace, or you're going to play in. Spain won that game yesterday, not because they were the faster team or anything. They played in the spaces.
Yep, definitely.
Look at Yamal's goal.
Listen, the way he picked up that ball, he picked up on his right, then he shifted it to his left, and what was the guy, Rabiot? And I heard that Rabiot was running off his mouth before about it.
Yeah, he was.
I don't know what he said. I don't know.
He's a madman, don't know. He really is. Well, he's a madman.
His whole family's a bit, they talk a lot.
He has his mom as the agent, right?
Agent,
She's crazy as well. Yeah, it's like, come on, man.
But Yamal,
player by himself.
But
then he's also got the team around him that say when the coaches. If you was to split the pitch up into eighths, when it gets to that final 2/8 or the final eighth, there's no coaching there. It's go and be free, go and make it happen. And that's why what Yamal did yesterday wasn't part of the coaching. It was when you get into that space, don't worry about him. You've got Rodri behind you, mate. You've got Rodri.
Rodri was on it again.
Rodri. He's a bad man, you know.
Was it Rodri? Who was the other guy playing it alongside him?
He's got Fabian Ruiz.
Ruiz.
Yeah.
Listen, Yamal, and same for Nico Williams. When it gets into them spaces, you lot flex your muscles. Do what you do. Play like you're playing in the playground. Yeah, because we're not going to coach.
And that's exactly what they do.
And for that reason, they ain't got no anxiety. When they're just like, I'm going to just try a thing. And then if they lose it, no problem. Uncle Rodri's behind you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's and literally is old enough to be his uncle.
No, I mean, unbelievable. The goal that he scored, mate. I just sat there and my mouth just dropped. So I was like, what?
Yeah.
And it was not. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. Listen,
and even if he didn't, he's allowed to play with that instinct. Now you look at England; they're all playing in fear. It's like, I don't want to lose this ball. Let's play it safe. 5-yard passes on. 5-yard pass, 5-yard pass. And
you know what it is, right? As well, I think there's a real fear factor of doing things wrong on the pitch. You don't see that in Spain's free-flowing football. Really tongue twister there. And I think with England, you see when they go sideways, and then you think, okay, advance the ball, and then they pass it back. You go, what is
you that? You got to start
all over again. Yeah, and it's okay being cagey in the first 10 minutes as you feel out the team and the setup and who's going to press, who's going to stay, all these kind of things. But you can't be doing that 25 minutes into the football match.
It's funny you say that, because even Saka's goal that got them back in the game, Gareth Southgate, just before camera caught him, he was just about to go ballistic that he didn't square it.
Right.
And that tells me that you are coaching fear. You want it to be walking in the net football.
Because I think between the fans in the live stadium and the way they get critiqued by the media, it's almost like, just play the handbrake football, man, because that the mistake can't be on me if one happens. Now, you can't be in the game thinking the mistake can't be on me.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because then it's just negative football until a moment of brilliance, like what Saka did. He just thought, you know what, I'll put my message through this. Bam! He didn't even look up.
He didn't.
He just hit it.
That's from the Arsenal training ground. I'm not even.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And sometimes, Norman, as well, the voices. If I'm listening to Arteta and Pep and Ancelotti on a weekly basis, come on, man. It's hard. It's hard. It just is. That's not being disrespectful. That's just the truth. Week in, week out, I listen to these man.
Let me throw a little clanger in there. You say, they might only listen to Pep, Ancelotti, and if you want to bring in Arteta into that
no, I said Arteta.
That conversation, you can. Yeah? Even though Arteta's not on their level.
There's a few Arsenal mans there. You represent his norms.
I hear that. But anyway, listen. You look at that and say to yourselves, okay, then, well, listen. He's got to be one of the most successful English managers. Right now, the guy's on the verge. Yeah, as I said, he's 90 minutes away or penalty kick away or extra time away from getting into a final against Spain. Now, how they get on against Spain is a different kettle of fish. But he's been in 2 semi-finals, a quarter-final, and potentially a second final. Okay? And you look at that and think to yourself, wow. And if he does end up going and winning the tournament against Spain, what are people going to say? I mean, he's definitely going to be united. So Northgate, that's definitely waiting for the king to ready to put that sword across his shoulders. And you look at that and say, bro, as he what's the word I'm looking for? Getting through this tournament, is he being lucky, or is it the players, or what? Because the tournament in itself, I mean, has not been the best tournament overall. From a spectative point of view, it hasn't been the best spectator's point of view. But you look at that, and as I say, he's one 90 minutes away from being in a final, and you just, when it comes to a final, you just don't know what's going to happen. And do you think England will beat the Netherlands tonight as well?
This brother has rode his luck. Just by what you said in a comment earlier, he expected Saka to square that ball and he put his laces through it. Saka said, nah, I know what the boss would like me to do, but I ain't doing it. I'm sick of doing what he likes me to do. And then I'm the one that makes the back pages. Not Harry Kane. I'm the one. So I'm telling you now, player power on the pitch has this man where he is right now. And it's always been that way. Listen. The negative football, we've all watched it, Norm. To the point, what game?
But as England, always played negative football, do you? I'm going back to 2016.
With him, yes.
What, from 2016?
It's always been handbrake football. And the moment these guys decide that this is embarrassing, I'm going to try a thing. And when they try a thing, then he's punching the air. Like he orchestrated that. That's what I said. I said the other week. I said, I said, Gareth Southgate is a genius after Bellingham's goal. And it was I said, listen, he knows that eventually they're gonna bail him out.
Yeah. You know what?
He runs out of ideas. There's no plan B.
It's like me inviting you all here, all of you in the chat. You, Norm, Big D, everyone round to my house, and you eat my food, and you're talking about, man, this is good food, yeah? And I'm there taking all the credit. And poor Charnel's the one that's cooked all the food, And I'm saying, yeah, man, you say, that's how man throw it down, man, yeah? That's like Southgate. If they win this tournament, that is the same brother that I just described there.
Deception.
Saka, Bellingham, all these men carrying him all this time. And he's just there like, yeah, man, well, yeah, that's how, what I mean. These times, this man was calling for Calvin Phillips 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. You read my mind. I was going to bring it up. Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what done it for me, Norm. So, brother, look at the players you got. You chatting about Calvin Phillips. You're missing Calvin and you're missing Harry Maguire. Get out of here, bro.
On top of that, he could have picked Calvin. He's not unfit. He's
right.
He could have picked him.
Because you know that Gayu wouldn't have got a look in if Maguire was fit.
Oh yeah. No.
And look how well this kid. Obviously, he got that was a lucky yellow card he got there. He didn't deserve to miss that last game. But he has not embarrassed himself in this tournament.
No.
He's handled his business. But if Harry was fit, he wouldn't. He might have got some sympathy minutes like he's trying to do to Ivan Toney before we scored that equaliser. This brother fraudulently has got away because the squad is good, Norms.
That's straight.
There's some very talented players there.
Do you think he should have started Luke Shaw tonight, or is it?
Yes, you start him, and if he's looking like he's slowing down, you take him off.
But Ed, you know what? The mere fact that he hasn't started him, he don't trust Luke Shaw's fitness.
But hold on, D.
He would rather save him for the final.
The game, I hear that too.
Yeah.
I think the game Saka scored because of the position that Luke Shaw picks himself in.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he brings on Luke Shaw, it was 1-0 to Switzerland. Luke Shaw stretches the pitch, and all of a sudden they need to worry about both sides of the pitch. They let go of Saka for one, because Saka was on them all game, but it was one-way traffic because there was nothing coming down the left. Not saying Luke Shaw done anything special, but he offered a natural offence with his left foot crosses or whatever that the opposition's at least thinking about. And then Saka gets his breakthrough because now they can't mark both sides the same. He can't do it no more.
Right.
So I think you bring him on just to stretch the pitch. Don't even need to do the mad. But
well, here's the thought though. Here's the thought to your thought then. Does Trippier feel a way if England get over this hurdle and then their man gets benched for the final? Does he feel away with that?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Even if it's for the better good of the team.
Now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I think this is my problem with Luke Shaw. You should never have put him in a position to come, and you shouldn't be taking injured players. We say this all the time. Do not take injured players to tournaments when you got fit players that can do the job. Luke Shaw is not a world beater.
No.
He's not world class. So if I'm a Premier League left back handling my business and I watch this manager take an injured Luke Shaw over me, I'm saying, okay, is my grandfather German or Portuguese or something? Because you know what, I ain't playing for this clown, and I'm gone because he took an injured player over me. Norm, the disrespect is unbelievable.
Yeah,
when you deep it, he took an injured Luke Shaw that barely had minutes over fit players that had good Premier League seasons.
And in fact, now if he gets to the final, it doesn't make sense to start Luke Shaw. He's not. At least if he plays this match, you could say right, he's got some minutes under him.
Yeah, tournament ready, as it were. He's up to speed.
But you know what though, guys. You know, if say England get to the final, right? Trippier plays at that as a left-sided, even though he's right foot, and he comes up against a Yamal.
That's the thing, isn't it, as well?
Because that Yamal is like this, you know. Remember, Trippier can only kick with one foot, right?
Yeah. But can Luke Shaw keep up with the?
No, but I'm just saying because
let's be honest.
Because Luke Shaw is naturally is a left-sided player. Yeah, he can see him down. Do you know what I mean? Whereas my man, if he's going to try and tackle, Trippier's going to be trying to tackle with his right foot.
Right foot.
So
yeah.
Get onto the side.
No. Listen, you see, if England make it to the final, Declan Rice can't play any football that game. He is to follow to Yamal. If Yamal goes to get a water break, he needs to follow.
If he goes to the toilet, if he needs a toilet break, go follow with that.
Declan Rice is not interested in any football that game. If I'm the manager, Declan Rice,
man, mark him.
That is it, because that boy there will injure Trippier. That's a groin.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Shaw,
because literally it's like this. It's like this.
Shaw will come up, and then poor Man United will have no left back for 10 months.
He will break Shaw's ankles, Norman. Trust me on that.
You see the thing
He'll
about
snap his
Yamal.
ankles.
Yeah, no, but the thing about Yamal, he can run at you.
Yeah.
It's not just a case. If he wants to run, he can run. He can stand off for you, take you to the right, to the left. You don't know what he's going to do.
It's like he's playing street ball, isn't it?
No, you're not understanding.
It's like street ball.
You're not. Declan Rice cannot play any football in that final if England. I'm telling you.
As long as he doesn't get sent off, that's the thing. He's got to be smart, but just don't. You got to smother him. You just got to smother him without giving no time on the ball. Do you understand?
You know them Jose Mourinho ones. I'm not sure if you remember the Chelsea.
Was it Inter Milan? Was it Inter Milan?
No, it was Chelsea United, or the more one that I remember.
Oh,
anyway.
okay.
And you was a Man United manager at this point, and Jose Mourinho put Andrea Herrera on Hazard.
That's right. I remember.
Oh my goodness!
He said, "Do not lose it, brother." He said,
"No interested in the football."
Yeah, he just said, "Every inch of the game, I need you smelling the man's breath." You know what I mean? If it pop, you gotta smell it. You're gonna be on him like a rash.
Until the 75th minute. 75th minute, Hazard got subbed off. Herrera got subbed off. No problem.
Yep. Job done.
Job done.
Yeah.
Job done. And you won the match.
He frustrated him, didn't he?
Yeah,
frustrated him.
Frustrated to the T. Couldn't play.
Yeah. Tied him up. Yeah. Because he used to do this with JC Park as well. And all I need you to do is stick on this brother like a rash.
No interest in the football.
Anytime Fergie used to play Sung Park, man.
You knew what time it was.
You knew exactly what time it was.
You knew what time it was. You understand? Yeah. You knew what time it was. And then, as I say, for the French, what a disappointing tournament it's been. They're too defensive. I think that's the first time they scored in open play in that game yesterday, right? And that was that Randall guy, an assist by Kylian Mbappe. But did he say just before that, when Randall Cole, I think he got his head rammed into the background. I think it was from the Spanish. I don't know if it was the defender or whatever. So I kind of saw at that point, and then the next thing I know, man is heading the ball in the back of the net, and that was from open play. But other than that, I think that was probably the best I've seen France play, because they were on top of Spain. They didn't give them they were closing down the spaces. Listening to the match reaction from Gary Lineker and the other guys in the studio, and they were showing how Spain was just closing, France was closing down the spaces and everything. But then, as I said, that moment of brilliance from Yamal, and you just got the French players just looking around at each other what's going on? What is going on? I mean, the goalkeeper didn't stand a chance, and then the second goal, I can't remember who scored. I think the second goal was Danny. Is it Almo? What a goal! Listen, Saliba cleared it, and I can't remember what happened. And then I think he went to the ground, tried to block the shot, and made it 2-1. And what a turnaround from Spain. But then second half, France had a couple of chances. There was a chance for Mbappe when he got it on his right foot, and then blazed it over. I thought he's got to score here, and he blazed it over the bar. Mbappe has had a good game. Apparently, I'm hearing that he's carrying an injury as well. I don't know.
No, that's
what I'm hearing.
No, that's just his nose, isn't it? Just his nose, isn't it?
No, even before,
before the nose.
Why he hasn't been playing well? Apparently, he's carrying an injury. But
that's convenient, isn't it?
But it was him though that was talking about how that squad misses a Paul Pogba, a certain Paul Pogba that everyone likes to drag through the mud.
Yes.
And we speak about the lack of creativity from.
Yeah, but he was playing two defensive midfielders.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not a coincidence that no Paul Pogba, not much creativity.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And when Mbappe said, "I run the channels, and I know it's coming."
Yeah,
he knows Pogba's going to find him. A bit like Zlatan used to say it. Zlatan said, "If I run the channels, Pogba finds me with them ones over the top."
Yeah.
And I think when you haven't got a player like that, you've got to bring a player similar to a Pogba just for that creativity. And like you say, if you start a tournament relying on two defensive sixes, then you know what I mean, you're relying really on your wide men to create for your centre forward, and your centre forward to be super clinical because he's not going to get that many chances as we saw.
I think France are criminals. They are. They've got one of the best spines in Europe.
Right.
Yeah. In defense, you've got a choice of about 6 centre backs.
Yes, mad in it.
Hernandez, Saliba, Upamecano, Konate. A
lot in
it. And that's incredible to have. And then you've got centre mids, which fair enough. There's some that are not as creative, but you should be able to do something because you've got you've got half of Real Madrid centre mids there. You've got Tchouaméni and Camavinga.
Right.
Yeah. Which are amazing for real. And then you got Kante in the mix of that as well. Which Kante, up until a certain stage in this tournament, was playing like he's 25.
Yeah.
Like you never.
He was probably France's best player.
He was. I think.
But here's the thought of that. After the last tournament, a lot of the French media wanted that manager gone.
Yes.
And so you have to look at this again. It's almost like the Ronaldo coming out saying, "Yeah, man, I'm coming to the World Cup." it's almost like that. It's like, bro, read the room, self-awareness, because he doesn't see that he's got the handbrakes on this Portugal team.
Yeah.
And a little bit with this coach where your voice is stale now.
Well, they should have gone in another direction. They're saying that he's staying. Yeah.
There you go then. So somebody within the French FA, he's got something on somebody because he's holding on to that job for life.
Well, yeah.
He really is clinging on.
Well,
and
so hold on a minute. You've got your top goal scorer for France in history.
Giroud.
You're right.
And he doesn't start one single game.
Not one game.
All to force Mbappe through the middle.
Yeah.
Which or what's his name? Koulibaly, which is he scored a goal or whatever. But I don't think he can touch Giroud. Because if you ain't got creativity, which not every team is blessed with that.
Yeah.
The cheat code to that, tactically, is to have a striker that can hold up play and get your wingers in.
And Giroud does that. Giroud will do that.
The transition. You skip the transition. You punch it into your striker and say, "Give us 5 seconds to get numbers around you."
Right.
Yeah.
So that our transition is where we want to be, with people that like to dribble, with people that like to run to the byline or whatever. Okay, and that's where France would have got some more luck.
And the thing about Giroud, I've seen him do it for Chelsea. He's done it. He did it for Arsenal when he had that successful season where he would pick the ball off, but he had runners off of him, and he would just lay off the ball. He knew where his runners were going to be.
You've got man like
Dembele, or you got man like
Mbappe or Barcola. That young guy that came in, Barcola, he was good.
But he keeps the centre backs honest as well. No,
right. And
Giroud keeps the centre backs where
because he occupies them.
Yeah, and he can play off the shoulder as well. He can spin him off the shoulder. Like when he holds up and pushes that ball wide, he can spin off the shoulder and be that head in the box or that foot in the box. So if we know that, why doesn't his coach know that?
I know,
it's mad. It's politics.
It was the same man. It was the same guy who was saying that he doesn't rate Saliba. Now, Saliba's probably one of the best defenders in the tournament.
Exactly.
The man, he's to blame anyway. Anyways, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Madness,
it's very strange.
He's suspect. The manager is very suspect in what he's done here. So maybe he didn't deserve to go to a final because he tripped himself up. By how he positioned his team to not perform. It's like you're playing against your own teammate. Look at your bench and know you can mix it up. You can change it up after 60 minutes. And
I kept saying to myself, France are going to step it up next game. Yeah, they're gonna step it up. It's just give them time. First, I get it. They'll just sort of muddle their way through the what's the name games, and then
the
real games that really matter, you'll see them step up. But you didn't see really any improvement whatsoever from that. Apart from that goal from open play, that's the only thing they've done. In this tournament.
Yeah, he needs to be arrested. No, he does.
No. Seriously. See, and Mbappe, hold on a minute.
Lock him up.
This manager also said that 50% Mbappe is better than any player that I've got available. That's disrespectful,
Of course it is.
That's disrespectful.
For him to be saying that, he's very outspoken. I'll tell you that now.
Oh yeah, you got the chat.
Seriously.
And then Mbappe gets his. If you had put Mbappe in the most ideal position, that you would put on paper for Mbappe to score, he's in that position, cuts in on his right foot, and does what? This man's on 800 bags a week,
Right.
Bro, what's he signing on fee? What's he signing on? What's he getting at Real Madrid? What's he signing? I think
5 million just to put his pen to paper. Yep, there you go. We'll send that to your partner.
That is an NBA contract, That is a USA NBA basketball contract there.
What's his wages going to be?
Then he's picking up $1 million a week. It's not that on paper though. They've got he's taking a pay cut. So at PSG, he was closer to 900,000 a week. Yeah. Real Madrid is about 800, but he's getting 500 cash and then the rest is all in their shares and all them sort of things. Don't forget they're run by a president,
That's
and,
right, yeah.
And Perez is a bad man. Them man they are affiliated, you know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure.
So when he invited him to his yacht in the middle of the sea of nowhere and said, yo, you know what I mean? And you had the French president there in negotiations with him, You had the French president there with
man just sat down.
But this is the thing.
Flipped open the suitcase and say, yo.
You see when a man has power. Like I watched a Roy Keane interview, and he was saying that he was supposed to go and play for it's either Dalglish or Keegan. I can't remember which one it was. It might have been Keegan, right? But they never put the formal bid into Forest. So that Ferguson called him and said, he didn't say come to the cliff. He said, brother, come to my yard. And he went, what? He said, yeah, come to my house on Monday morning. And Roy was like, what do you mean come to your house? Went to his house and he signed him at Fergie's yard, mate. Not at the cliff or Old Trafford. At Fergie's house. I was like, bro, forget them. You're coming to us. So just come to my house. The lawyers will be there. The people will be there. We'll sort it out at my house. We'll have a bite to eat, then you can be on your way. And I'll see you. You know what I mean? And Roy was like, yo, what do you mean go to your house? And he was bummed because that's never happened to him. It's always you go to where the club is and where the business is being held. Now, Fergie said, come to my house. My personal house in Cheshire.
Yeah. What I would say to that though, D, I think the only big mistake that Fergie did was say to David Moyes, come to my house, and look what's happened to him.
Yeah, you know what?
In fact, I think he was done it on purpose because it seems noble.
Yeah,
but he's just built up how many years of legacy? Yeah.
He's his legacy.
It's like I'm saving my petrol. As they said, I'm saving my petrol money. Come to my house. You know what I mean?
But listen, let just finish on the international. Just to say, tonight, obviously England play the Netherlands. The Netherlands haven't been brilliant, but listen,
they stumbled, haven't they? They stumbled into
their way through it, just like England. What do you think will be the outcome tonight? Are we expecting an England victory, or is it going to extra time? Is it going to penalties? And are England 90 minutes away? Are they 90 minutes away, or will they go out tonight? And will it be?
This is the best firepower England has come up against on their day. The pie decides that he's in the mood to play football.
Gakpo's done well for them. I'm gonna lie.
Gakpo's one of them loose cannons. They couldn't coach him as a kid. They said, Gakpo, pass the ball. This guy's head's down and he's shooting. That's what he's done. And you can see what he's like. If he's got the space, he's shooting. Okay, England hasn't really come up against that sort of hitman yet.
No, and he stepped up really well against Turkey, even though Turkey scored first. But then, they turned it around, and you know what I mean.
He's a cannon. He's an absolute cannon, and that's before we get Xavi Simons going. And so, and their midfield likes to play football. They're not in this sit back stuff. So look, let's see. I think Netherlands are fired up to come with firepower, but that could leave him space behind.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Bird back there though, so if he's got that defense organised.
Yeah, Virgil, innit?
Yeah.
But you know what?
Virgil knows these boys.
Yeah, and joking aside, what you don't want is Wenger to come off the bench and score a winner, because that would be criminal. Because he's the kind of kid to do that, though.
I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what, Zertsky's behind him as well. He's like third choice.
Yeah.
He's coming to Man United.
Politics, though, Norm. I think that's politics from the coach. Okay. To my understanding, that people are saying that he shouldn't be behind Wenger's, but they're two different kind of strikers. Though, as we saw with Wenger's, he holds the ball up well and brings the wide players in well.
Because he did that well. He did that well when he played with you guys. Rashford bringing Rashford in, and I think that's probably what Højlund doesn't do well. He doesn't hold the ball up well, and maybe Zertsky could teach him a thing or two. You've got what's his name coming in as well. But not what's his name. What's the guy? The assistant that's going to come in and take over.
Rude
Van Nistelrooy. So he's coming in and listen, we'll see what happens. going forward with Man U. And listen, massive game tonight. And looking forward to it. But just want to quickly move on to the last part of the show. And this is, I'm just going to combine the two. And it's obviously looking at transfers. And we did mention Zertsky. You've got Agate that you're talking to. You've got Delit. And you're a little bit weary because the fact that why there any other teams going in through him. I'm hearing that 600,000 or 60,000 people have put in a what you call it to stop him from leaving Bayern Munich. And wanting to stay.
It's as I looked at it, Norm. As I looked at it, it does make sense why we want to give this guy a chance at 24 to restart his career almost.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I understand it. The price is right.
Yeah.
And the money seems right. We're not overpaying. And that's why I look at Braithwaite and I say that earlier they said they're going to put a third bid in. Now you've just done 45 with 5 million add-ons.
5 million add-ons,
Right? Now, okay, if you go to 50, say 50 and 10, and you put in a sell-on clause or whatever. I don't know. I look at it and I'm a little bit, okay, don't creep into old habits. This is what I don't want to see. And like I say, you're looking at Harry Maguire. That is not going to fetch you anywhere near the 85 M's that he's stung us for. And so you look at that and say, no, we've done this already with the British tax. There has to be gems out there. If Palace can go and find a Gehi, then we go find a Gehi. That's not going to cost us 65
I think that's where we're sat now. I'm actually not.
Yeah.
After seeing last season and maybe even in this tournament that we're watching, it's time, and there is the talent pool isn't out there to say go and just blow the bag on this guy, or let's spend 200 mil, 150 mil on these 4 players. It's not going to happen. I don't think the talent pool's there. It's either the money's too much or you're paying for potential. Yeah, I feel like it's at taking a few gambles where the money's not too much if it doesn't quite work, or the money is just about right and you're not going to be happy whichever way, not going to be upset whichever way. For example, get Tony. That's the opportunity people should do.
Yeah.
Another example is Palmer. Last year, you would have said he was worth 40 mil, but the gamble element's there, and all of a sudden he drops you 40 goals across all comps last season. Hold on a minute, and then you're looking at these Yamal, 16 years old. Back in the day, the talent pool was too high for. He would never get in that Barca team with David Villa, Pedro, Iniesta, Messi.
Right. Yeah.
Now it's like, well, Barcelona's gone. We can't. We're not going to spend 200 million, 100 million on a winger. Let's give these kids a chance. So I feel like there's a balance between taking a chance on some talent that isn't discovered. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Isn't discovered yet?
But this was my thing with Zerzik, guys. It feels like we're gonna prioritize Zerzik over a natural Ivan Toney. I don't need to come up to speed because now we may end up with 2 strikers trying to learn on the job.
No, you should get them both. You should get them both.
Exactly.
The problem is
I just don't.
So heavily. You invested so heavily on Højlund that you feel like you have to.
Because there's still talk that the striker we get in is going to be a backup to him. Now this is where Jason doesn't see my frustration. When I see this talk, like, no, you can't get a backup to Højlund. He's not him right now.
Yeah.
It has to be a better striker than him for him to learn off with Ruud being there. So Ruud's there, and I'm hoping that Ruud is there because you've got rid of
the other guy,
South African brother.
Yeah.
His name now. But
I know you're talking. Yeah.
So he's gone, and I saw that Ten Hag assistant
is gone
today as well.
Yeah.
So I get all that, but for me, you can't be telling me the striker we buy is the backup of Højlund. Not a chance, mate.
No, that's not encouraging. That is not encouraging.
We're going to be back to this.
As I said last week and the week before, your structure, what you're doing off the field now, it's a lot better. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. No problem.
You're hearing the right sign, the right sound, should I say? As I said, but you look at that Ivan Toney. Look, 30 million. We look at it and say that's an easy deal to do. Yeah, and it's whether Ivan Toney wants to come to Man United.
Yeah, true.
You know
That's the truth as well. You don't want to see
Arsenal,
London.
we're looking at that. Look, we could talk about Chelsea and their million players that they've got, and I was looking at Chelsea's ins. I'm not even going to talk about that out. So okay, so in their ins, yeah, right. I've just got here. So their new signings so far, Toshin he came from Fulham on a free. You got Estevan Willian,
youngster. Can't wait to talk about him. I'll tell you about him in a minute.
17 years old. Amari Kellerman, 18 attacking midfielder, who signed from Aston Villa on a 6-year deal. Mark Gay, I think you might put him out. You might send him out on loan. I think
apparently we've got him from Barca because we said that he's got a space in the first team. So let's see.
Okay, Kieran, you got Dewsbury from Leicester.
Yeah,
and then there was and then I'm not even going to talk about the new contracts that you're doing, but there was two other players, I think, as you mentioned, and that was the Aaron Anzalameno to join from Boca Juniors, and that's progressing to the final stages. That's the Fabrizio link there.
Three other players.
Caleb Wiley.
That's it, left back.
So we're looking at possibly so far 8 to 9 players.
Well, you've got one more in there as well, Renato Vega.
Oh yes, sorry about him. Yeah, Renato Vega.
So we're getting him instead of Caliafori because I feel like he's choosing you guys.
Yeah,
and this guy apparently could play left back, centre back, and defensive mid. All comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, look, this Caliafori. I think it's going to happen. Some people are talking about Caliafori maybe coming in and taking Gabriel Mangali's spot eventually, not now. So he'll probably play it as a left back because he can play in that position. I was watching some scouting stuff on him. He's not the quickest. Some people they said he's like Maldini in his twilight years. I'm a little bit worried about that, but still,
I think he'll be better than Kivio.
Yeah, definitely. I think Kivio is linked with Juve.
Yeah, I think
Juve and maybe AC. I can't remember. Do we keep Shevchenko? I don't know. He could possibly, he could. Caliafori makes a good suit. Yeah, you know what I mean. He said Tony, if he goes to Tottenham, that concerns me as well.
Yeah,
Craig, that absolutely concerns me as well. But so then we're linked with Nico Williams. But listen, the guy at Atletico Bilbao, are they in the Champions League? Did they make the Champions League?
Right. I don't know if they did actually.
It was just if they did, right? He's got a choice of either staying with Atletico Bilbao. I think they won a domestic cup last season, or Barcelona are looking at him. But I think Barcelona need to sell a number of players to get his release clause. I think it's like 40-something million his release clauses, yeah. And I think if he had a choice to come to Arsenal or stay in Spain or go to Barcelona, I think Barcelona are turning and saying they want this player. And can you imagine Nico Williams on one side? Because what he's doing with him and Yamal, bro, that's going to be mad. But I'm hearing that Nico, if he had a preference, he would want to come to Arsenal. Yeah. And if he did come, he can either play on the left or right. But I think we need to sort out our right-hand side. That's our problem right now.
I think he's also happy to stay because he's playing with his big brother at the moment. And Ikai Williams.
But Norms, I thought Timber was playing on the right for you guys.
No, left. Timber. So when we bought Timber, we bought Timber. When we bought Timber to play, he can play across the back line.
Yeah,
but we bought him to play on the left, and then he had that big injury.
Because he's right-footed, though. He's right-footed.
I know.
Right.
Listen, you know, Mikel. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. But he can play across that back four.
He can play.
But I think this Caliafori coming in will probably take that spot. Kivio will probably go. Shevchenko, he may push Shevchenko further up, or he'll end up being third choice left back. Well, is it third choice or second choice left back?
Boy,
because you still got Timber. They keep talking about Timber playing in the left back position.
So
we're spending 42 million on this guy. So is he going to play in front of Timber?
I think you've got him to rotate that team because he can also play midfield. Timber.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
He can play in the 6, can't he, Timber?
And,
CDM.
He's done it. He's done it for Ajax. He's done it for Ajax. But so, I just think sometimes you just want a specialist. You just sometimes you want to just get a player that can play in that specialist position. I know
if he does, though, Norm, if he does, that does allow Declan to play more of an 8.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
but also, sorry to cut you, but at the moment, if something was to happen to Ben White, you're in trouble because Tomiyasu ain't quite at it. I feel like
Tomiyasu's a centre back. He's a centre back. He's not a
centre back. Plus, would you really trust him in centre back if something was to happen to
Saliba?
Because
we'll see.
So, do you know what I mean? If something was to happen to Saliba or Gabriel, would you trust him? I don't think you would. So I feel like when Tomiyasu does play for you, and don't forget, I watch a lot of your games for obvious reasons. I know. I feel like he is the weak point. He's the point. He's the player they target. Same for Zinchenko. When Zinchenko's on the pitch, that's definitely the player they target. That's the spot, with Timber, anything happens, you kind of go, well, we're just as watertight. Wherever he plays along that back.
I mean, it's a good problem to have, Norm.
It's a good problem to have, and you've been crying for depth. You've been crying for quality.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of a defensive depth, that's brilliant. But I'm not looking for us to sort out our right side.
You need to give the man a break. Because even after these Euros, what you expecting Saka to come and roll in?
This is what I'm saying. Now, listen, is it Pedro Neto from Wolves? You know what I mean? All right, he might be injury prone, but I wouldn't mind him having there. Yeah, I wouldn't mind him in there. There's a couple.
How much, Norm? How much are they talking?
Well, look. I think transfer market is getting around about 30, 40 mil, something like that. But Wolves are going to want something like 60 mil.
Wolves are going to try and lynch you,
That's what they're going to do.
And there's the cautious element, isn't it?
Yeah. So we need a right-sided player in terms of attacking player.
Tempt West Ham for Kudus. Go on.
I rate him,
Yeah, but Kudus will come. West Ham will. I'm not going to say he's going to be on the sort of same price as thing. But I was hearing 70, 80 million.
But that's no longer a backup, Kudus improves you. It's not just
100%. I wanted him. When I heard that he was 40 mil. When I heard he was going for 40 mil, right? I'm thinking, why did we go for him?
Yeah, trigger.
You know what I mean? Why did we go for him?
But Norm, I feel that you guys might be in the same position as us, where you've got to move on a few players.
Yeah. Listen, let me just say this.
And that's where we're stuck with that Sancho Greenwood thing. Still nothing done yet.
The Greenwood might not happen, After
that, that's what I mean. Yeah.
From the mayor.
That wasn't good, was it?
Yeah, that wasn't good. And Sancho's situation, he's looking for if he moves, he wants to move to a club that's probably playing in Europe. Yeah.
Man's cheeky, man. He's cheeky, man.
He is cheeky. And the thing is, Jason, the way Jason explained to me, he said that he's holding the cards, D.
Yeah, he is.
He doesn't have to bid Ten Hag pardon.
Yeah.
No. And he still doesn't think it's a really weird one. Because sometimes you think, just for the better good of football, just tell the man sorry. But I think he doesn't want a sorry in the office. He wants a public sorry.
Public one, yeah.
And my guy said, nah. I can come to your office and tell you, listen, man, we got a little bit out of control last season. I do apologize. Can we move forward? But he wants it on the podium.
Because that's lingering in the background.
Too much.
You don't want that sort of what's the name?
But I actually think we need the money, Norm, from those two sayings.
Yeah.
To push on, in a positive way. I think having them two still around our necks. Not only that, why are we still it's like we're holding Greenwood just ransom, Just let him go. We're trying to broker deals for him still. I'm like, bro, he's from the academy. They're saying he's tarnished.
Yeah.
He doesn't really owe you anything, does he, really and truly? If you're not going to keep him and play him, which I think it's quite split to what I'm hearing, that there was real talk about just keeping him because it solves a lot of problems. But it's just not going to work. He will get abused at every ground he goes to, and that affects the football for the whole team. So,
and I don't know if I know Ineos, when he came in, there was talk about they'd be happy to have him back, but I think judging by what the fan base is saying, and maybe, bro, they don't need all of this. I think it was in their best interest to try and get a sale for him. Do you know what I mean? But listen, he's only 22. and you're talking
Joe
what,
Kennett,
30 odd mil, bro.
Yeah.
If this guy was on it and all the off-field stuff, and he just say he played to his potential, this guy would be worth so much money. Unbelievable, worth so much money. Yeah. Just go with the Arsenal situation in terms of thing you're saying about. I mean, we've got Nuno Tavares who's linked with Lazio, and I think apparently Arsenal have agreed a loan fee of 5 million with the obligation to buy. So I think that's pretty much a done deal with
basically a next season deal, isn't it?
Yeah, next season thing. Yeah. Then you've got at least we've got him off our books. You know, he was on loan to Nottingham Forest, didn't do brilliant there. And I think the season before that he was at Marseille. But Sambi Lokonga, again, I think Arsenal have called on that with Seville and said, right, you can take him on loan with an option to buy. So I don't know what the loan fee is. We're getting these guys because they're not going to get any game time. He played for Luton. He was on loan to Luton, played about 20 plus games. Was injured a lot of the times as well. So we're getting him off the books. But then the key people that where we need to make the money is the likes of Eddie Nketiah. And I'm hearing that I think it's Marseille. I think are interested in him. I think
as well as
Marseille are interested in him, but I don't know how true that is. I was just watching some other podcasts and they were saying Marseille are interested in him, and then you've got the likes of Emil Smith-Rowe who's linked with Crystal Palace and Fulham. You know what I mean? If we could get a 35 mil for him, and then you've got who's the other one? Reece Nelson, West Ham like him. I don't know whether we could broker a deal with Reece Nelson, maybe a plus player cash for Kudus, but I don't know if they will let Kudus go. I can't see.
I think they're planning with him, aren't they?
Yeah. But those are like 3 key players where we need to, because Arsenal are not very good when it comes to sales and making money on their players. But
I think you're better than us, Norm.
You got Arsenal putting a 50 million price tag on Nketiah's head. Are you having a laugh? Yeah. Or there was this. I don't know if anybody saw this. They want to Rafinha because obviously Barcelona needs to sell Rafinha and another player.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, apparently, they would take Nketiah as a player plus cash deal to bring Rafinha in. I think that ship is sailed with Rafinha. And the reason why I say that, because 2-3 seasons ago, when we was looking at him under Leeds, he was absolutely brilliant. He turned us down for Chelsea, and then Barcelona came in, and the rest is history.
Right, yeah.
So for
us, I actually really like Rafinha, but I don't know what. I don't know.
He's 28 now. He's 28 now. So he's 28 now.
But if you look at this with Marseille, with Greenwood, this is David Ornstein. He's saying 26.7 million package, 23.3 million fixed fee with a 3.4 million add-ons, and 50% of any future sale.
Yeah, that's a broker, man. That's a broker.
Stuff. Yeah, and then the right to buy additional percentage.
So you would make your money up eventually.
Yeah, but it's still not bad for a tarnished player if we're going to call him that. But I just think that he doesn't really owe us anything. He's messed up, and we've clung on to him. Because you remember last season when we thought he was gone, then we found out that we were paying over half his wages. We at Gaddafi, and I'm saying we are holding on to this kid for dear life. And this what makes me think they don't really want to sell him. If they could just bring him back and say, right, for the first 3 months we'll take the abuse, and then they'll get bored.
Yeah,
I think they do it. I think they keep him. I really do. But it solves a lot of problems. It allows them to spend money elsewhere if you could bring him back. But I just think that the fallout with the ladies team and all these things.
Yeah, the away fans will always give him stick. Always.
Yeah, but even with the ladies team now, you know this whole thing about they kick the ladies team out of their facilities to fix Carrington. Apparently the ladies now are being asked to travel to St. George's. I said, what are we doing here? It would have been better for not to have formed a female team. That's the truth. Than to do them this dirty. This is ridiculous. So Jason always tells me, don't look back. You have to when you see this foolishness. You say, whoa. That's what them lot did. You lot can't be doing this. Because you're supposed to be the new horizon. The brighter morning star and all that thing there. You know what I mean? It's like,
I hear that.
So And I just think Greenwood and Sancho have to forget loans. They've got to get sold now. Otherwise, I don't see us doing half of the business that we're talking about here. But we've never been allegedly involved in 4 players coming in one hit. But that's what I'm seeing all over the media. Yeah, breakaway's being worked on. This one.
You're moving deep. You definitely, your club is moving differently. Yeah. But I just say, I know you've got some.
But nothing guaranteed though.
Yeah.
Like Norm, I need some shirts being posted up at Old Trafford. Yeah, with
listen, I'm going to call you Doubting Big D. No. You know what I mean? But listen, we'll see what happens. Listen, we're well into the window now, and rumours are coming out left, right, and centre. Yeah, and we'll just have to see. As you say, it's like me. I just want to see the man holding up a shirt, and here we go. You know, we get it every so often from Ez. I called him Ez. Ez, I think Ez works for Romania. I'm sure he does, mate. the amount of updates we get, you know what I mean? But I mean, Adeyemi. I mean, you guys are linked with Adeyemi from Borussia Dortmund, and Arsenal are looking at him. Right.
No, thank you very much. No, thank you very much. If you saw the Champions League final, Adeyemi was single-handedly responsible for not putting them 1-0 up, and we're looking for players to improve our clubs. He's a very much a work in progress. Okay. He's not even Sancho level.
Okay.
Oh, wow. And if I say it like that, maybe he's a bit more.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah.
He's not, and he will become a good player, but that's another 3-4 years away. Seriously, that long. I don't really see. He should stay where he is. I think it's best for him to stay where. Think about it. There's a reason Dortmund want to let him go, and Dortmund should want to keep all of their good players. You know what I mean? They're still fighting for things. So yeah, no, thank you very much.
Just quickly before we finish, just because I just want to understand your stockpiling, Ez, and you're getting a load of these players, only for these players, and I know some of them you'll keep for the first team, and there's going to be some that you're going to loan out, and or you bought players with potential to then, you know, amortization and all of that, then sell them for a profit later on down there. My thing is in terms of getting in, I'm still not seeing key players that are going to come in and really make a difference to your side. If you get what I'm saying, like, listen, the current squad that you got, and you've had a very good end to the season under your old manager, but I'm not seeing that Victor Osimhen kind of type player, or that player that's going to come in and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is going on with Chelsea?
Chelsea's. I was watching Bowley the other day, and he said, "Look, I told the LA Dodgers, which is the baseball team, that we have to suffer a while, and then we're just going to dominate after that." Bowley said that he's becoming good friends with Florentino Perez, and they're going for lunches and dinners and whatever. I think he's trying to make Chelsea a mini Real Madrid and buy all of these players, not to be good now, but to be good in 3-4 years. And then you've got a team that you're almost just adding salt on top. You see like how Real Madrid are now just adding Mbappe casually when they've already got Vinny, and they've already got Rodrigo, and they've already got Camavinga, and they've already got Rudigers, and all these sort of people. I feel like that's what Chelsea's trying to do long term. And that way we don't need to be in the market every summer. We're in the market if we want to be, but not that we need to be, because we've got 3 and 4 for every position coming up. And if you're not good enough, we'll sell you. I.e., Omari Hutchinson. Took him from Arsenal for free, sent him out on loan. Okay, don't quite fit where we're going, but we'll take 20 mil off you, and you still get to play first team Premier League football. Everyone's happy. Omari went from a situation where he was in the academy, no pathway, to potentially a pathway, maybe not here, but we'll make sure you're going somewhere and you're going to be playing every week. Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. We're not going to be hanging on to these players, stockpiling like maybe the accusation is, because the example is even people like Matson. Matson played in the Champions League final last year, being sent out on loan. We just got 40 million from him. He's going to play every week for Aston Villa now. Now, it works as a business, and it works as, well, now Chelsea won't need to be in the market every summer because we bought them at 20 million and we're selling them at 40 million. And that's proven. We've made over 100 million in sales already. No one's talking about it, but we have. We've made 100 million in sales, and we've still got a lot to sell, i.e., Broja still needs to go. That's another 20
yeah,
million.
Yeah.
Needs to go.
Yeah,
Gallagher
you still got him on the
needs
books,
to
ain't you? Yeah.
Lukaku needs to go. Kepa needs to go.
Rom.
All of these players will be moved on because we've got a way of selling them, and so it's a matter of selling and bringing in. Now you're right, Norms. We're not bringing in well beaters right now. I feel like we've done all the easier small deals.
Yeah.
I think towards the back end of this window, Maresca's going to look at these guys in training, and he's going to put a little list together of who. All right, I've looked at him now. Going to need some more in that area. I don't think he wanted to rule anything out before he done some training sessions with him.
Right.
And I think that's why Gallagher hasn't gone yet. I feel like he's going to come back from Euros and have a look first and see if he can fit in this system he wants to play. If not, well, we'll listen to the offers. And same for Jackson and all of these guys. There's lots of guys that were injured last year. Fofana, and Kunku, Lavia, you still haven't seen.
Oh, yeah.
So they're not going to do anything crazy in terms of spend 100 million, 60 million, 70 million. The ones we've done, 20 million, 30 million. That's the kind of business we've done. Right. You know, and that lastly, on that Esterville Willian, 17 years old, bought him for 50 million.
You said you weren't talking to him.
Neymar and Ronaldinho come out and said, we bought tickets to see the kid play. And this kid is one of the best things to come out of Brazil.
So have you got him lined up to be? I think you said line up to make the first team.
He joins next year and he's going to join the first team. He's not going on loan or nothing. That's guaranteed.
Okay, right.
And what they're saying is the kid's ready. He's got it. It's not a case of even whoever's playing right wing, he's going to be playing right wing next season.
Well, he could take a leaf out of your Miles book, mate.
You know what I mean? This is it. Yamal is kind of almost setting the tone for these youngsters. Hold on a minute. If you lot are balling out and you're serious, and it's making these kids hungry again. Do you know what I mean? If he's getting a chance, let me get my head down again and come off Instagram. Get back on the training pitch. 16
guys. 16.
16.
Playing for his national country, mate.
Hey, don't forget his dad though. His dad come out yesterday and said, yeah, it's all nice. He's in the final, but he's still got homework to do. That's what his dad said yesterday. His dad said, he's still got homework to do between them. Yeah. School season ain't finished in Spain, innit? He's still
right.
So let's just finish it because it's 2 minutes to go. So come the end of the transfer window, are you gonna bring in a world beater, maybe one or two world beaters?
Yes. Yes.
So I expect it. Okay.
The money's there. We tried to buy.
I know the money's there. That's the worrying thing about it. You know what I mean?
Is he staying? Is he staying?
He's staying because I feel like the PSR deadline went, but before Chelsea was driving up. Trying to negotiate to get Isak in for about 100 mil, which tells me you've got 100 mil to spend.
Exactly.
But because they managed to do a little cheeky sell with two of their youngsters, they didn't need to
do it.
But Chelsea was trying. And
Victor Osimhen?
I think Osimhen isn't about the money up front. It's about his wages.
Oh, yeah. I remember you saying, yeah.
He wants to. So if no one comes in for him, he may lower those demands. And Chelsea have said...
Yeah, because at the moment, nobody really has coming for him. And I think... where he had a buyout, or I think he was valued at 120,
30 mil. They've dropped it right down. It's below 100 now.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, but yeah.
And Drogba was out there in African Cup of Nations almost. Drogba's an ambassador for us, ain't he? And he was almost every match. Drogba was there, arm around him, and it's almost saying, "Come to Chelsea." John Obi Mikel had him on his podcast and said, "Look, will you come to Chelsea?" And he said, "Look. You know, I've supported Chelsea since a kid. I've got the shirts at home, but I'm being respectful to Napoli. So I think if it's more of can they agree on a package, because Saudi Arabia offered him something stupid like 700k a week or something. And when you start kind of saying, well, that's what I'm worth. No, that's not what you're worth. It's not what you're worth. It's what's inflated, mate. You got to come back down to earth. And so I don't think anyone got that money. Who's got 100 mil to spend on Osimhen? I don't know who's got that.
No. But if you look at
other areas first, you've got other areas first for the clubs that do have it.
But if you look how they've complicated it, as like back in the day, if a player wanted the move, the player will put transfer request in.
That's it.
And the club he's moving to take care of him for doing that. The other end.
Yeah.
Now it's like, let the clubs deal. No, if you want to move, this is what I say about Braithwaite. They're saying that Braithwaite wants to come to Man United. Bro, sit down and say, right, I want to come. Are you going to look after me if I put the transfer request in?
Yeah.
Because a lot of it is the agents telling them, don't put the transfer request in and lose all that money.
Yeah.
It stalls all these deals up.
But you know what's also strange about this one? This Osherman one, apparently they have a pact. They have a pact agreement between the club and him about his transfer this summer.
Right.
So I think he's leaving. I think they're just trying to. It's one of them ones that will happen at the end of the season.
Yeah.
This is going to drag out because they want the best case scenario, and that means they have to wait it out.
Who will strike? I think Chelsea. I reckon that Chelsea are going to get.
I think it's happening in the back because we're dramatic. Todd Bowley loves.
He does
a drama. Yeah,
he loves. Look, let me tell you about the windows. Enzo Fernandez. Yeah, that was a crazy. He had to fly there on his private jet and all them things. He done that. Then he done the Caicedo thing. Is he going Liverpool? Oh la 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 la.
Olano on attack. Oh, that's all right. It's all right. Good.
Yeah, well, good. and then he done in last summer. He done the Palmer deal last day of the window. So I feel like they're gonna do something crazy towards the end of this window because they love it. It's all part of the PR as well. They love an end of a bit of a talking point, you know. So I think Chelsea will in short norms. I think Chelsea will do something.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens. I hope by next week, Arsenal will have got the. Well, turn that down.
Sorry,
I'm gonna get stuck. Turn it down, man. Turn it down.
Sorry, Norman.
Yeah, Michelle, we saying, man. Yeah, we will be enjoying the match. As currently speaking, England. I mean, I'm probably about 30 seconds behind. There was a ball. Interesting enough, just before we go, there was a ball put over the top on the left hand side, which is Trippier's side. I'm trying to think of who's playing on the right hand side for thingy. But bro, my man was beating for pace there, man.
Who, Trippier?
Yeah.
Well, the Trippier getting beaten.
And the thing about it, as I say, because he's right-footed.
Yeah.
Bro, you know, go on.
One small tactical thing I've noticed straight away. Watch how Walker is slowly creeping into the midfield. I think he's trying to invert him. Not sure why they'll do that with him and not Trent.
Yeah.
But
what minute are you at?
I'm on the third minute already. I'm 2
minutes. Yeah, I'm 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm on 2:31, so maybe I'm a little bit behind.
So you're gonna see Walker tuck in, and then he stretches it at times. So he's gonna do both. Just watch that. I've noticed that straight away. That's something he hasn't done all.
Yeah, I can see. I'm just looking now. He's currently in the centre circle.
There you go.
I'm at 2 minutes. Yeah,
there you go.
Centre circuit. Yeah. Let's see what he's packing out that midfield when they're on the attack.
I reckon he will go wide sometimes, but I want to see how that works tactically today. Maybe it's as I said, I think I'd rather that with Trent. But anyway,
yeah. But listen, people, thanks for staying with us in the chat. I know there's a massive game on tonight, and we are all going to go over and watch that game. I know there's going to be a lot to talk about.
Oh no! Safety. If
I'd known, I should have done a watch along.
Watch along.
I'll tell you this now. If England, if it depends, when is it? What day is it? The 14th.
Is it Sunday?
Yeah. What time is kickoff?
I think it's it'll be
yes, 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock on Sunday. The finals.
Yeah.
Listen,
that's the 14th. Listen. If they get there, we might have to just do a little watch along together. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And really analyze that game. I'm sure there's going to be lots to talk about. But listen, England, so far it's 0-0. Netherlands against England. I'm about a minute behind, so I'm just seeing England on the attack. Saka's on the
safety.
Look, Saka on the ball here now.
Look at the safety.
And he's just crossed it over and Yeah. So, bro. So, listen, people, please hit that like button, subscribe and share. We go again next week. I'm hoping that we would have got at least somebody over the line. We've got rid of potentially 2 players already. That's Lokonga and what's his name? Nuno Tavares.
Yeah, that's good.
So that's good. That's a start. It's not a lot of money, but at least it's a start. What we need to do is look at the likes of Smith Rowe, the lots of Nketiah, and Reece Nelson. Those are probably where we're going to make our money. And obviously the Ramsdale situation
Is he off, Mom? Is he off?
Well, I don't know, because at the moment, Newcastle were interested in him, but they wanted to give him measly 15 million. That was earlier.
But he's at England, isn't he? He's there. He's in the squad. Yes.
Ridiculous, legend. There's nothing on that left wing. Not this tactic.
So he's reverted back. He's reverted back to madness. Why, Southgate? Why are you doing this, bro?
Saka's done all the hard work and he's got no one to play out there. Nothing. He had to turn around.
Okay, so right now you've got
He's got nothing out there. Trippier's not naturally attacked.
He's not. You've got Foden. Foden is over on the right hand side, and you've got Bellingham. So Mainu's kind of playing as that number 8, and Declan's playing as that deep line 6. Saka on the ball at the moment.
They're in trouble. If they don't sort this out, they're in trouble.
They need to sort it.
You're going to see it any second now what my frustration was, and this is what I'm talking about. You've got a natural winger there. Go brave. Yeah. Even if do you know what I'd really respect if they went old school 4-4-2, Tony, Kane, 2 natural wingers, 2 centre mids, old school, people in their natural position, and just let them play. Oh, you know what, gents? Oh my goodness!
What? Oliver scored.
I'm trying not to ruin this for you, but I think all the viewers will be in time. Netherlands scored just now. All the views will be in time.
Let me just see this. Let me just see this build up. You said it, Ez. You said it, mate. You said it. You called it.
I said it. They need to sort this out, or they'll be in trouble.
Did the goal come from the Trippier side?
Yes.
I told you. What did I tell you? He had his first.
He's going to bring Luke Shaw on now.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, what a goal! Simmons. Xavi Simmons.
I told you, gents, they've got firepower. They'll take shots. They ain't none of this.
God.
Tippy tappy around the box.
They'll take shots, and now they're gonna have their tails up.
Yes, I mean. So all of a sudden now, they're gonna react. Right? England are gonna react. This is what I'm talking about, man. Right? This is what I'm talking about.
I'm not sure if you saw where we broke down our attack, the English attack. And Saka had nothing out wide, had to recycle play. Then it's led to playing nonsense football in their own half, getting tackled in the middle of the park. On Trippier and Rice.
Declan lost the ball there, didn't he?
It was Declan, but he was covering up.
Yeah.
He was covering up. He needs to do better, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But that ball gets lost in that left channel.
So I mean, because he's not this one, so get a naturally left-footed guy over there.
Yes.
Listen,
so easy on Norman.
And look, the camera pans on Trippier. Calm down.
Yeah.
Get off. Calm down. Get off.
This is now. Let's see what Southgate does, because I can tell you they was in trouble before that.
You said, Ez, you called it.
100%.
You called it.
Yeah,
100%. And then you got Stone stepping up as well. You got to make up your mind. Are you going non-safe? Or you going safe?
And the problem is when Trippier picks up the ball on the level, he's overlapped now. Yeah, he has to come back on his right foot.
He has to
cut inside. He can't just naturally cross it in.
No, and the opposition know that. England's got a free kick now, so let's see if they can capitalize on it. But I haven't seen any tweak, and I don't think
he just reverted back to the group stage.
8 minutes in, and England 1-0 down.
Tell me something. Is Gareth still experimenting?
God knows.
Wow. You imagine?
It's a good question, though.
Feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
He's still not sure.
I can't tell you what the plan is here. And they started off with all of that inversion stuff. I bet that will stop now. It's gonna go back to whatever.
Yeah. But Xavi Simmons scores.
What a goal!
And what a goal it was. So there's a free kick now. Foden is over it. And Trippier.
Goodness me. They're taking their time.
Oh, what's the name? Bellingham had a clash of head or something, innit? So they're just seating the Bellingham at the moment.
How far are you guys now?
I'm on 9 minutes 42. I'm on 9 minutes 44.
Yeah, I'm
10 minutes 11.
I'm on
10.
Yeah,
mate. So you're gonna see, but yeah, my thing is well behind, mate.
Goodness me! I'll tell you what's gonna happen. English are just players like Saka and they're gonna just start playing from instinct. Forget the tactics.
They're gonna have to.
That's what they have to do. Yeah.
Yeah. What? Yeah. They're just gonna go back to what they know at their clubs.
And you can't really blame them. This is what I said earlier on in the show about the voices that you're listening to. That because he's making certain players look awful in this setup. Yeah, Saka's won a free kick here, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're taking ages on their free kicks like they're winning. You think England are wasting time?
Ah, boy.
Oh.
Stadium looks packed as well, man. It's good.
Oh yeah.
They're saying that. I don't know. Somebody said it in the.
This is in Dortmund, isn't it? This one. This game's in Dortmund, the Dortmund Stadium.
Oh, yes, yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is.
Deary me.
I just saw my nephew saying, "Where's Luke Shaw? I'll buy you a chat." Nah, Neff, leave that. Don't,
bro. You know what? I just say, guys. England better just say, "Yo, rip up whatever Southgate has told you."
Yeah, start
go and play off instinct, man. And
Look, it's still safety.
Look,
it's rookie mistakes. He's offside. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to just see what happens at full time.
Bro, this is not good. This is not a good start, man. This is not a good start. This is not a good start for England.
Look, Saka's inside now. Saka's not wide anymore. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is what happens when you bring an unbalanced squad to a tournament. Nothing looks right.
Yeah.
Even in a win. It's like this
one. Hit it? Yes, he is. Finally. I told you they're going to start doing instinct stuff. Kane's taking shots from 30 yards.
There you go.
Right.
It's desperation. It's desperation, brother.
Instinct.
It's desperation.
I didn't even look at the Dutch lineup to see how they went in the end.
I think they
yeah.
I feel like they're going to play counter-attack football, Dutch.
Yeah.
And they've got the pace for it, like kind of where they won the ball high and take it.
So just the lineup is they're playing. It's like they're playing a flat back four.
Okay.
4-2-3-1.
Yeah, they've been doing that all tournament.
Yeah.
You see how we were talking about centre back earlier on? I was reading that Man City only paid 15 mil for Akanji.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying about overpaying for Braithwaite. 15 mil for Akanji. Are you mad?
Yeah.
These are the deals that we have to be doing, Norm, to start to compete again.
Did what's the name just have a chance?
England, half chance. Saka got shut down, and Kane half volley.
They need to.
Oof! On another day, Kane scores that.
Oh, he's got to keep that down, isn't he?
Yeah, he has to.
I think he's injured himself, isn't he?
He can't call a penalty there, but he can't call a penalty.
Rolling around like he's.
He cannot call a penalty for that.
Nah, he's milking it, though, isn't he?
He's milking it. He's.
Let me see this.
Rolling around like he got shot. Rolling around like he got shot.
Right, so he's played this out to Kane there. Yeah, you have to see this now.
But he's leaning back so far. He's never going to keep that down.
Yeah, he's never going to get that down. Never.
Yeah.
No, that's not a penalty.
No.
But he's really
he's kicked the ball before he's kicked his foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But you think Saka's got to keep doing what he's doing, cutting and terrorize them.
That's instinct stuff. That is, I'm telling you that.
Yeah.
Oh, you see there, they're just showing where Saka picked up the ball, and he's tried to hit it, and he's obviously got the shot blocked. Keep doing that, plugging away. It will come. Saka needs to save the day, bro. He needs to save the day.
Saving the day. He saved it last time.
Yeah, he's looking. The Saka's looking the brightest right now for England, man. We need something to happen. Need something to happen, man.
Don't you have a Netherlands top D?
I don't. And the one I wanted was the reggae one, the Bob Marley one.
No, they're looking at it VAR, you know.
Really?
Yeah. They got the VAR for real.
Nah.
Potential penalty review. I'll tell you, this will be murky.
Hold on a minute.
Nah.
But he's kicked the ball. He's blazed the ball over the thing. So I'll have to
How
see.
they
I'll have to
waited
see
so
that.
long
I'm not having that.
How they waited so long here though, is to go back? That feels like a bit of a long time to wait.
I'm not having that. Oh, he's giving the pin.
No, he hasn't.
You're joking.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That is never a pen. I'm sorry. I've got every right to
you have to remember, he's rolled around like he got shotters, which made VAR say, take a look at that. Take a look at that.
It makes me dislike. No.
Have a look at this.
He's giving it. He's giving it for real.
He has not kicked Kane. There was contact because Kane has kicked the ball and followed through on him. He's got every right to go for that.
That's ridiculous.
He's got every right to go for that ball.
That is ridiculous.
Dumfries.
As much as I want England to win, he's kicked the ball and then he's followed through.
And he's got a yellow card for it.
Has he?
No, it's followed through, man. It's followed through.
It's a joker. It's followed through.
It's one of them ones. It's one of them.
Never a pen. Never a pen.
You say that's a sore one, but it's just unlucky. It's
unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I'm sorry. That is definitely not. Kane is kicked the ball and his foot is followed through. And
the defender has every right to be there. Every right to be there.
Look.
He's kicked his foot.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. Let me just calm down.
I don't like that. I personally, it's either you win fair and square or you lose fair and square. These things make me think. Look at it sideways.
Look at him, and it's going to be Kane. You nothing. You do nothing in this thingy. Oh, you miss. Sorry, I don't care. Because that's unfair, man. It gives him a yellow card as well.
He's got no misses in his last 9 penalties, you know.
Listen, man is digging at his nose on international TV. Stop digging at your nose, man. What?
He's got no
misses, man. Just easy with the nose picking.
He scored.
Like they done anything. Absolute joke. But look, it's 1-1. I
don't like that. I personally like it fair and square. You know, you win because you were the better team, or
that is harsh. That is absolutely harsh.
You've got a 12
you know, the goalkeeper's gone the right way as well with that.
Yeah, keeper's unlucky.
Yeah, he's unlucky there, but that's never a pen. I mean, this is the thing. You see, when you slow things down, it always looks worse than what it is in real time.
Yeah.
And that's trouble with football, isn't
it? What I'm trying to say, D, it's not like... Wait there. He's made contact with the ball first.
Yes.
And then his foot is followed through onto Dumfries' foot.
Onto Dumfries. Dumfries has every right to go there. He has every right. It's not like Dumfries has kicked Kane recklessly or anything like that.
He's put his... No, when you look at it, Dumfries has put his foot up to block the ball.
Yeah.
Right, and Kane is kicked through. So Kane has kicked the ball over the thingy and his foot is caught Dumfries.
Yeah.
It's actually a good penalty. He's actually hit the side netting.
Yeah.
The inside netting, should I say, on that penalty. So even if he got a fingertip to it, the likelihood of him saving...
If England get through to the finals, man, I'll tell you what.
But I watched Dumfries, right? You see, when the referee came to him and gave him a yellow card, he didn't even argue with him. He just went,
they're not allowed to. They're not allowed to.
Yeah, I know. But he just said, "All right, bro. All right, we see."
It's almost like to say, "I see what's going on here."
Yeah.
I see what's going on here.
Yeah, no, that is absolutely harsh, and it'd be interesting to hear what the pundits have got to say.
Well, the pundits are going to sit on the fence with this one, Norm. You know already.
The Dutch has changed formation as well. They've gone three at the back now.
I'm telling you this now, right? They're gonna come at them now. Yeah,
I feel like they're just gonna play.
Yeah,
it's interesting that they've got the pie through the middle, man. I feel like that's such a strange.
They keep doing that though.
Yeah,
all tournament they've done it.
But the thing is, Gakpo's not really. Gakpo's not
he's more
a striker.
He's
more of a, when he played for PSV, he played as a left-sided attacking. You know what I mean? Because Arsenal,
maybe even just from a physical point of view, he's a bit more of a handful than.
Yeah.
Just his span. Even if he goes like that and holds up a ball or something.
Yeah. Wow, that is harsh.
Man, look, my team just threw me off the game, you know.
Yeah.
I might have to go downstairs and watch it on the big TV, man.
Well, look, people, thank you for staying with us, people, for 20 minutes. We see Holland get done harshly for a penalty that wasn't. I'm sure this is going to be a discussion come next week, mate. We've seen it live and direct. Unbelievable. And I'm sure the pundits are going to be talking about people. Again, please hit that like button, subscribe and share. We're out of here. We're back next week. Cool. Hopefully, we know Chelsea already bought players. Let's see if Man United and Arsenal are going to do something. Yeah. Take care.
So we can sell them. Yep.
Yeah,
take care, guys.
All right,